Hi, Mark here from the Tangibound Podcast Network and host of the flagship show, the Tangibound Podcast. Did you know that we over at Tangibound are always looking for amazing podcasts to promote? And did you also know that we are also proud nerds and geeks of everything from movies, music, gaming, TV shows, and comic books to wrestling, MMA, soccer, and football? Whatever you can nerd or geek out about, we've got it. And if you're interested, we can help you find it. And if you're a show looking for a place to call home, we've got you covered. Side effects may include upset stomach, dizziness, tumors, shakes, and in some rare cases, death from excessive laughter. Though to be fair, it's only sometimes. Other side effects may include diarrhea, gallstones, heart palpitations, and strong desire for cookies on the dark side. Talk to your doctor and visit TangiboundNetwork.com and see if Tangibound Network is right for you.
This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net's Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Hello, and welcome to the Moving the Needle podcast, where we ask, what moves you? Excellent or bogus? Did anyone do the right thing? Do you mess with the Zohan? With me tonight to discuss Do the Right Thing, Rocky vs. Creed, childhood, guilty pleasures, a test of time, you don't mess with the Zohan, once upon a time in Hollywood. With me tonight is Stephanie.
Hello.
Roy. Hello. And Henno. Yo, we want to thank you for listening on iTunes. We're also available on Spotify, just about everywhere you can find podcasts. We are, so come on now, Google Let Play. Us know. Email us at mtnpodcast@gmail.com or on facebook.com/mtnpod. Twitter and tweet us at mtnpod. There's so many ways to find us.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town, the sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swaps it with Earl so it glistens. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Brian pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. The boys will let you know when there's a spurter. Due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty language.
Hey enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language episode 449.
The sexiest podcast on the network. I don't know what was with the pause, but I kind of liked it.
I don't know, just trying to add some drama.
Yeah, drama.
Yeah.
Or not drama mean.
Hopefully not this early.
All right.
Oh boy. Like,
I mean, you never know.
People taking Dramamine before listening to us because we're getting them all dizzy, I guess? I don't know.
So dizzy my head is spinning.
Sure.
That old thing.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Hi, Brian.
Howdy.
How's it going, mate?
It's going.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll see you next time with Salty Language.
Yeah. There we go. Thanks for checking in. I on Friday, I think it was, I like most of the day Friday and all day Saturday, I had like my tummy was all yuckies.
That's not a good time.
No, I think like I had some chicken Alfredo that I had made, and I think maybe I had let it eat. I think I ate some of it a little after when I probably should have eaten some of it, I guess.
You let it age too long?
Yeah. I think I might have had a touch of the food poisoning, so it wasn't anything real bad. It was just felt like garbage. Felt like my stomach was all gargly all day, and I kind of had a queasy feeling, but it didn't quite feel like I was going to get sick. It's just that real uncomfortable feeling all day. It was for almost 2 days. It was great.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was so much fun. And I was supposed to go up to, what do you call it? The 4th anniversary of Shot of History.
Right.
And I was like, traveling plus spending all day doing that, probably not the best idea when I'm feeling like this, because at any time, things could go sideways, and then it's just...
You don't want to deal with that, eh?
No.
Yeah, that it totally makes sense.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun, except for the fun. Oof.
I said, sounds incredible.
Yeah. Right? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So I on Thursday, though, I was out with my brother, and we went to TJ Maxx, right?
All right. Okay.
And while we're in there, I was just walking around. I was looking for like the clearance section. In the aisle, this one aisle I turned down, I didn't realize was like mostly candles, which normally I avoid like the plague because, horrible sinus issues. And,
right.
And I went down there and I should have trusted my instinct, but not because of the candles this time, but because someone had seriously launched some chemical warfare down that aisle.
Oh, God. Goddamn people.
Or they've got the worst smelling candle ever.
Maybe. I mean, that might have been like someone trying to be all strategical.
I think so. Yeah.
Like, I'm going to go up this aisle.
I mean, if you're going to
just completely blow out my colon.
I mean, I kind of feel like if you're going to, that or like the cologne/perfume aisle is the right aisles to pick, because at least there's a chance that, it might mask it a little bit, but it did not. I mean, it was, wow. It was, yeah. I hope whoever had that issue got that sorted out.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, they got in a fresh shipment of those Gwyneth Paltrow candles?
Boy, if her vagina smells like that, she definitely needs to go to a doctor. Because I think her natural remedies are not working. Oh boy, it was bad.
Oh, that sounds incredible.
Yeah. The worst part is, you ever know, like, you ever walk into like a cloud like that at the store and you look around to see if you're like, that's the son of a bitch, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm kind of looking around,
party.
And the only person I saw was this really small, like, Asian lady.
I mean,
just
you never know.
Mustard gas in everybody. I mean, just, I don't know. It's either that or somebody kind of pulled the old, dump and run kind of a thing.
Right.
Just went in there, pulled the ripcord, and then ran.
I mean, there's a good chance that maybe she had some like bad wonton soup or something, and
it is amazing. It's kind of like babies or like, cats or dogs, how like a really small thing can produce such a horrific smell. So maybe it's in that category.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, look at, skunks, right?
Yeah. Oh man.
It's like basically a small cat, but you can smell them from miles away.
Right. Yeah.
Just saying.
Yep. It's so true. I was I was just, again, I'm kind of like, man, if that's that lady, first of all, I hope she feels better. Second of all, like, she
feels better.
She probably should schedule a doctor's appointment because, not that a doctor's going to want to go rooting in those tunnels, but, like.
Well, no, but I mean.
You send a canary in
first. That's why he makes that doctor money.
Right. Like I said, you're sending a canary in first.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
For sure. Yeah, throw a match into the mine first.
Like, what are you doing with that match? Don't worry about it.
Shut your goddamn pie hole. We're going in.
It's going to burn for a minute. But yeah, so that was fun, I guess.
That sounds like something.
Yeah, I woke up like 3 hours later, not sure what had happened.
Yeah, exactly. Slumped over an end cap.
Yeah.
Just fighting to try to get out of the aisle.
Yeah. I didn't have my utility belt on me, so I didn't, wasn't prepared. See,
when you rounded the corner, did you hear? Just wondering.
Man, no, but I'll tell you, it's like I wish there had been a warning, like.
I know, right?
Like, I don't know, like caution tape or something. I don't know.
Caution tape.
I want to go down the. No, you do not.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Please step back, sir.
Wow. Well, that's
Sir, this aisle is essentially the Ark of the Covenant. You do not want to look at this.
Exactly. There's Nazis melting next to like a cucumber melon candle.
As they do. Everyone knows
that they do.
Cucumber melon is the bane of the Nazi existence.
The Nazis hate cucumber melon
so much.
It's the worst.
Man. Yeah. So yeah, that was a good time. So
that sounds like I said, that sounds like something, all right.
Right. Yeah, I don't I haven't really done much else this week. It's been a pretty
you almost died in a store.
I did almost die in a store. Yeah. The worst part is like I felt like I was going to die for 2 days after that too. So maybe it was that caused it. Maybe it wasn't maybe it curdled the Alfredo when I ate it because it was still in my system.
Yeah, I mean, shit, maybe, huh?
Oh man. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically all I got for the week, which I know ain't a whole lot, but
you son of a bitch.
Yeah. So how about you?
I mean, we were up to some stuff. Had Leah this weekend, so she did her classic. I'm gonna make brownies. She made Mexican hot chocolate brownies this time.
Nice.
They were pretty good. She's really trying to like sharpen the brownie sword, if you will.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I'm gonna encourage her, especially when you go to Aldi's and boxes of brownie mix are like 87 cents.
Right.
And it's legit brownie mix.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. I agree. I would certainly encourage that as well.
Yeah. Spicy waters are going down fast and furious today.
Oh, yeah. I haven't had one yet. I'm drinking my first Coke for the day. So actually, it'll be my last Coke for the day because, well, one more out, but
fair enough.
Also, I try not to drink more than one a day if I drink it.
I like earlier today, man. Like I was telling you before we recorded, I had just a brutal headache, and I like it. It started probably right before lunch. Like it just started like in the corner of my skull.
Nice.
And then it just kind of spread throughout my head as the day went on. And I'm like, I gotta take aspirin. I'm podcasting soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully it kicks in. And then like even Michelle was like, maybe you should skip having beer if you're podcasting. I'm like, yeah,
wait.
Spicy waters.
Wait.
I know. I already had a nice giant Conway's Irish Ale earlier.
See, the problem is you didn't have enough beers.
Oh man, that was like that was a big dump beer.
Yeah, it was pretty. I saw the picture of it. Looked
tasty,
they're like,
though. I was like, I'd love that one of these Conway Irish Ale. And I'm like, okay, would you like a tall or a short? I'm like, I'll take a short because I know they're tall. It's like Frickers. The talls are like 23 ounces or something stupid.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay. And then she comes back. She's like, actually that beer right now is our scored a quarter or some dumb Fricker's phrasing.
Okay.
She's like, so it's a 20-ounce beer for $5. And I'm like, oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll for sure take those extra 4 ounces.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
Okay.
Oh man, twist my arm. A delicious Irish ale that I enjoy. Okay.
Oh, no. Yeah. Please do not do that.
Yeah. No, but Logan came over yesterday morning. Like the kids and I went and had some breakfast. And something I've been telling him, like we gotta go out to Woodville Surplus, which locally that's our like military surplus store.
Yeah, it's been around forever.
Because a guy I work with, I was just talking about Logan to him, and because Logan's really into airsoft, you know.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, they got a ton of airsoft there." I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, "Oh, all right." So I'm like, let's go. And he ended up buying an airsoft gun that, Jesus Christ. It's like, yeah, I'm glad it has an orange tip because it feels and looks like a gun.
No,
like
fun.
it looks like a 1911,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very nice airsoft gun. I was like, geez, you wave this around in a dark alley, you dying.
Yeah, right.
Especially because it comes with like a muzzle brake that screws on over the orange tip, so you can barely see the orange tip. Then.
Oh wow, I'm surprised that's legal.
I know, right? I mean, it makes it look nice.
You'd think that
nice and balanced.
You'd think that the screw-on thing would be orange.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. I mean, not that you can't just get a can of Krylon and cover it up. But still.
I mean, I have down here somewhere in one of these boxes. I have still not unpacked. Long ago when Jason Ginger put out that movie challenge that I never think he ever released his movie for, by the way, now that I think about it.
I don't know. I don't remember.
But we all made that movie, and I bought a shit toy gun that was like orange and yellow and green, and I just spray painted black, and the thing looks like if I waved it around, I could go rob bank with that fucker. You know what I'm saying? Like even the slide moves.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we went to the old military surplus. I haven't been out there since I was a kid.
Right. Yeah. I haven't either. My one cousin used to work for them. He was like the manager for their district manager or something like that. But that was a long, long time ago. And that was probably the last time I was there. I don't know. It was probably, 8, 10,
Well, I mean, I remember the last time I was there, it was like you walked in and it felt strange.
Yeah.
Like it felt kind of dirty and weird and.
Well, if you think about it, the last time I was there was more when this kind of stuff was really fringe stuff.
Samesies.
Yeah, to where it was oh, you go there, okay, kind of a thing. It was a lot of times kind of considered the crazies that went there. So.
Well, looking at some people in there, I mean.
Well, you were there, so I mean.
It's true. But yes, but that's kind of how I remembered though. It was like my dad took me there just because he's like, I have all kinds, I was in the G.I. Joe and shit growing up, so we always watched Rambo together, and so he thought it'd be fun to take me out there, and it was kind of cool because you look around, there's all these uniforms, and it was like camo netting hanging from the ceilings, all this, it looks like you're walking into a bunker.
Right.
It's so different now. It's like walking in just a normal store.
Right.
It's all well lit and everything's hanging up nice.
I think the goal was to eliminate the stigma of it
strange.
Being like the crazy guy store kind of a thing.
Well, they still had crazy stuff in there.
No. I just mean the look of it though. Like when you went in there, you almost just expected some guy to be like, psst, psst, come here.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Huh?
But we go in, we walk around, we're just checking stuff out, and then we find out the guy who's their airsoft expert was going to be in at 12:30, so we had to leave and come back. Yeah. Logan's like, I kind of want to talk to that guy. He's like, do you mind if we wait 40 minutes? I'm like, we're not waiting 40 minutes. I'm like, we'll leave.
Yeah.
And then we'll go get a cup of coffee or something. We'll come back.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, they didn't offer you any MREs while you were in there?
They had them.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
Leah got a freeze-dried ice cream sandwich.
Oh,
she loved
God.
it.
What? Oh, man.
Yeah, she said it was pretty good.
Well, hopefully they've come a long way since the one I had, because that was terrible.
Oh god, listen to her eat it. It was just like, and there's like all powder flying everywhere.
Like she's just eating a bag of chalk, basically.
Yeah, basically.
They're like, no, I swear that's Neapolitan. You're like, this looks like sidewalk chalk.
Oh no, hers is mint chocolate chip.
Oh.
They've stepped up.
Okay. So that is a much bigger step. I don't even think the one I had was Neapolitan. I'm pretty sure it was just plain, vanilla with chocolate.
Quote unquote ice cream
cookie.
sandwich.
Yeah. Cardboard
Yeah,
spray painted dark brown.
I almost, because they had a whole like big box of MREs. You just dig, like this one family was digging through them like they're planning their meals for the week. It was weird.
Yeah, well, I mean, coronavirus freaking out, so.
You know what? I never even thought of that.
That's what I was saying the other night. I was like, for the last how many ever years, it's like, people have been making fun of all the doomsday preppers, and now they're sitting there with their like 200,000 rolls of toilet paper going, who's funny now?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, watching that video of some old lady in our room when I was getting a fight over a roll of toilet paper in whatever store.
Jeebus.
It's like,
I'll tell you what, the smart move is this is why you get a bidet installed.
Yeah, exactly.
Then
fire hose out that asshole.
Right? I mean, yeah, you can't blow your nose so much, and I mean, you could with your bidet. You could get a good rinse with
air
it.
rocket.
Yeah.
Then shoot it in your face.
Yeah. Just use it like a neti pie. God.
Yeah. You have to have really good aim, or you gotta be really committed.
Or really close, yeah, for sure. You're just putting your nostril right over that thing. All right.
It's like Professor Farnsworth's smelloscope or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be horrible. I mean, the bidet thing. I'm fairly serious about, though. I mean, it'd be a good way to kind of like get out in front of this. Plus, have and
well, who would want a sparkling clean asshole?
That's what I'm saying. Like all these zombies walking around stinking with, like, God, when's the last time you wiped? And then,
exactly.
Oh yeah, shortage, yeah. So
yeah. Meanwhile, us people running water are living like kings.
Yeah. Either that, or you're just like, cracking your window a little bit and just pulling the hose inside.
Yeah.
just
Yeah, for sure.
Just spray right off.
Damn it, that attachment.
Yeah. Just get in the shower right afterward, whatever you got to do,
I mean, I have a window right by my shower. I could snake the hose right through the top of it.
All you'd have to do is just, cut a little hole in the window somehow. That way the window could still stay fairly closed,
Closed off.
Yeah, exactly.
It's where it's all coming together, Brian.
You picture going into someone's bathroom and you just see, like, one of those big, like, nozzle, those big ones for, like, watering a big amount of flowers.
It's got, like, 14 settings on it for no reason.
And you just see the thing hanging down right by the toilet. Like, what the hell is that for? Like, hey, I like a clean ass.
Yeah, make sure you click it on 12. That's ass setting.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Like, well, you're a rookie. You might want to take it down to 10.
Yeah, you might want to just use the misting function.
Right. I know what I'm doing with it, so I'm at about 26.
26.
Be careful. It tickles a little bit the first time. And the second time.
Does it.
And the second and the third and the fourth time. Anyway, sorry. I just completely train wrecked your story.
Yeah, basically every time after that.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. But yeah, it was, we go back, walking around more again. I'm just like, Logan's just talking to this guy. He's like, it was funny watching my son at this counter talking to this dude, and he's like pulling down different like pistols off the wall, and then he's checking them out, and asking him, like, you could tell he knows what he's talking about. Like, oh, what caliber is this? How many does the magazine hold?
Right.
Yeah, it was kind of entertaining. I'm over there fiddling through this box full of like closeout knives, because for some reason I love knives.
Right.
I was like, oh, look at it. And Leah's like, I really want a knife, Dad. I'm like, as much as I would buy you one, your mom would murder me with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you would probably die at the blade of that knife.
Yeah, I was like, She's like, I know.
And I gotta say, if you're gonna go, don't go by disc or closeout knife. Like.
Well, I mean, honestly, like I bought Michelle a pocket knife a while ago, and it's like a little tiny one she puts in her purse. Sure. She's always like, she was always like, why do you have that? And I'm like, because I use it all the time. And I got her one. She's like, you're right. This is amazing to have.
Clean your nails, clean your ears, pick your teeth, whatever you need at the time. Scratch your ass.
Yeah. Chop up sausage.
Sure.
Whatever.
Exactly.
So she was looking at them too. But then I was like, well, I started looking around. And I found I actually have it draped on my shoulder right now because it's a little chilly down here. I bought a tactical scarf like the special forces wear.
Everyone listening, he bought a shawl. He didn't buy a scarf.
It's basically like classic Middle Eastern headdress.
Yeah.
But it's got skulls and shit on it.
Right. I
was looking at him because Logan first looked at him. He's like, because for his birthday, we're going to go play airsoft.
Okay.
That's like what he wants. He wants me to come up with him and play airsoft. I'm like, all right.
Okay.
And then he was like, oh, these things, he's like, a lot of people wear these with airsoft because it protects your neck and stuff.
That makes
sense.
Like, oh.
I'm like, well, shit. And it was only like $10. I'm like, fuck, I'll buy one of these. I'm like, it's kind of cool. And I was actually like a little chilly last night. I had it draped over my head. I'm like, this thing's really warm.
Oh, boy. Tony's turning into an 80-year-old grama when she goes outside.
I'm trying my best to look like every Call of Duty, whatever they call them. What do he calls guys? The operators.
Yeah, right.
They all have their little scarves and shit.
Right.
So I got that going for me, right? And then we're checking out. And this is my favorite thing about this store is we're cashing out. And you know how like you go to like Kroger and they have all the candy and like the little flashlights and like charging cords and shit.
All the impulse buy stuff. Yeah.
Impulse buy stuff. This impulse buy stuff was all like non-explosive grenades, frag grenades, tear gas grenades, bullets, like big 50 caliber bullets. So I bought myself a little hand grenade to put on my desk. Because why wouldn't I?
I don't know.
It's so heavy. I could put it in a sock and kill somebody with it. But I do have to like.
Can you picture the police at the crime scene, and they're like, "What'd he die from?" Be like, "Hand grenade." Be like,
"What?
Huh?"
Like it's bashed in. I don't get it.
Well, let's just. He got close enough.
Hey, hi-oh.
Man. Yeah,
the impulse buy stuff there was for. Oh, you know what else is great? The self-defense stuff for ladies.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, they had this one thing that looked like a key ring. It was like a cat head.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, but you can like put your knuckles through the face, and suddenly you're punching up the ears, and you're like killing people.
Yeah, right.
And they had these things called I think it was called like Knuckle Storm or something like that, and it was basically brass knuckles and a taser combined.
Oh, I thought it was a masturbatory thing.
Yeah, that store.
What are you up to? Knuckle storming?
Knuckle storming. God damn it. You and your knuckle storms.
Yep.
About to be a knuckle tsunami.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's I forgot how much fun that store was. Like Leah did not enjoy it. Logan was like, and I'm like walking around like this stuff's all great. Like I almost bought throwing knives for no reason.
Sure, right?
I had a pack of 3 of them. I'm like, look at these throwing knives.
What a deal. And you get 3 of them?
And a sheath? Fuck yeah. Sure. I could throw these in my backyard at, I don't know, fence.
Yeah, right. Neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neighbors, kids.
Sure.
Yeah, like stand still, Billy. Hold this apple in your mouth.
3 shots directly in the nuts. Like, sucker, I wasn't even aiming for your mouth.
You dumb son of a bitch.
That was just to keep you from screaming. Got you.
Oh, shit.
So stupid.
This is why you got knifed in the nuts, Billy.
3 times. Yep.
Oh, shit. We went to Woodville Surplus. That was cool.
Yeah.
Also that earlier, Brian, when we were talking about that big dumb beer I got, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Went to Frickers, which is, I mean, I don't even know if Frickers is nationwide.
I have no idea. Yeah.
No idea, but it's like your local wings and beer type situation or whatever.
Basically a sports bar kind of thing.
Yeah, sports bar. Yeah, and like the reason we went is I was talking to Leanne. She's like, I kind of want chicken. I'm like, I kind of want chicken too. Mm-hmm. And we went swimming at the Y earlier today, and we were starving when we were done.
Right.
So, yeah, Michelle was working on her old house, so we picked her up and we went and all got some food, And we're sitting out there right by the window, just enjoying life, having chicken. I'm having a beer. We're playing a game, a pass and play game on the phone.
Yeah,
we're loving life.
Right.
And then here comes this biker crew. And I use the term biker crew very liberally.
Okay. Now, real quick, are we talking bikes as in like mountain bikes, or are we talking bikes as in motorcycles?
Well, they had motors.
So like Vespas?
It was like scooters and mopeds. And there was like a group of like 6 of them. The only one that had kind of a legit bike was a dude had a trike.
Okay.
But the rest of them were all on these little like
razor scooters. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, basically like mopeds and Vespa. It was weird.
Oh my!
And they all had like leather coats with patches on them and pins and
wow.
And their motorcycle club is called the Zeros.
Okay.
And like I walked by them on my way to the bathroom, and they all, I mean, they had facial hair and stuff, but they were all like they're all, I don't know what's happening. I don't know if there's a size requirement to be into Zeros because they were all tiny humans. Like they were about the size of my daughter. These are all dudes, and I'm not one to like short shame people, but I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? These look like children,
right?
And I think the best part ever was like we walked down. Michelle took a picture of their lineup of their bikes and shit.
Yeah.
And we're getting in the car, and the women that work the front desk of Frickers all come out and they look at the lineup of all these little tiny motorcycles. And they just start laughing.
Yeah.
And then 2 dudes who were there, they got there right after we did, that showed up on like legit motorcycles, came outside and they looked, they stopped, took pictures, laughed. I mean, to each their own.
Yeah.
Not going to shit completely on these guys, although I just did a lot.
I mean, I don't know.
But, I mean,
tough.
I guess you got to have a club or something.
It's kind of tough to pretend you're, a real tough dude when you're rocking around on a scooter, like.
Yeah, that's kind of how, then that's like I say, if they just showed, like, if they were all riding together and they're like, whatever, but like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But when they're all riding together and they got the like leather jackets with the patches and
yeah, I mean I get it. Well, when you're on the open road like that, man, you gotta have a way to protect yourself from road rash.
I mean, right.
Or if if a rival gang gets you, starts knocking you off your hog,
It's true. It's true. Well, I was just blown away by the whole situation.
Right. Now it would be funny to me if you heard them talking about their vehicles and they were just like calling them hogs and all this kind of stuff the whole time. Like they're just like they know they're on like scooters, but they're pretending like they're on like big badass motorcycles, like if that was the gimmick, I could get totally behind it,
Yeah. And I kind of wonder if that's what they're like, because they kind of all looked a little nerdish.
Yeah.
So I almost wonder if they're doing it ironically.
Right. That's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah.
But at the same time, if they're doing it ironically, it kind of bothers me for some reason. I should look them up. I'm going to Google them real quick. Zeros MC Toledo.
I just hope one of them has done like a web series where it looks like Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, right. Oh, you know what? There's an article from 2015.
Oh, yeah?
It's from The Blade, which is our local. No, I'm sorry. It's from Toledo.com.
Okay. It
says a bunch of Zeros talking with Toledo's moped gang. So, yeah, I guess it's a thing.
All right.
A moped gang community. Tight knit, help each other. All right. There's 10 moped gangs in Ohio. The Dam Riders in Dayton, the Zeros, Cleveland's Opeds. Huh.
All right. Well, there you go. We learned something.
I guess it's more of a thing than I thought.
Good thing you didn't mess with them.
Good thing I didn't mess with them. They would have kicked my ass.
They might have had some closeout knives and started stabbing you or something.
It's true. Yeah, but the knife I carry on me all the time was in the case, God damn it. Mine wasn't a closeout blade.
Right?
Because I looked down, I'm like, hey, that's my knife.
Oh, man.
I guess I'll include this in our links, because why not?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, also, with the why, because I just rejoined not that long ago, right?
Right. Missing out on that old man.
Dude, it's alive and well.
It ain't alive.
Yeah, you're 100% right. Like, today was the first day I went.
Yeah.
And, after you swim, I'm like, well, I'm obviously not going to drive home in this wet ass bathing suit. I'm like, as soon as you can walk in the library, I'm like, God damn it.
You could have just you just could have drove home nude, like just slap a towel over your lap.
Maybe if it was warm, maybe if my daughter wasn't.
Just listen, they got to learn sometime, right? Look the other way for a little bit.
Yeah, it was, come on, old timers. Put your dick away.
No.
There's one guy in there that, like, seriously, bro, you need to put a whole bunch of, like, double-sided tape down and just sit on it. I've never seen a hairier ass in my life. It was intense.
I'm just picturing that scene. Like, I'm just picturing one of the other guys doing it as a prank. Like he thinks it's his towel sitting there to sit on or something. And he goes to sit down and, just gets up and it just sounds like pulling Velcro apart.
Oh, it's
afterwards it does look like a towel.
God, looks like a shag rug.
Yeah. He picks it up, starts drying his face with it. He doesn't know any better.
Oh, God. Horrifying, Brian. Horrifying.
No doubt.
Yeah, I was. I was kind of like expecting to walk into old man nudity, but I was really secretly hoping that all this shit I was dealing with before the other one was that location at the time I was going. So all the old guys are there working out.
Yeah.
It was like middle of the day Sunday. It wasn't that busy, and nude dudes everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
That's where you were.
I guess. Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, you're right.
No, I don't think it's just the why. It's everywhere.
I get it.
Yeah, as I say, it's all over the place from things I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, it is what it is, I guess, right?
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, another thing today too, bro. We finally have like a nice day.
Yeah.
How warm it was today?
Yeah, it was.
I had my front porch open. It was terrific. Yeah, Lee and I went and got ice cream. The ice cream stores were all Looney Tunes.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it was wowzer.
Yeah.
I'm so pumped for summer.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
I'm not so much stoked about this whole time flipping thing.
No, I'm not either. It's tough because it's like it always messes with everybody's sleep cycle, which can create some dangerous things out there, like people losing that hour and getting up and having to drive to work with one less hour of sleep, which
that'll be me tomorrow.
Nice and groggy, yeah. But at the same time, it's nice that, like, I'm glad that we're moving toward the part of the year, and that has nothing to do with daylight saving as much as it just does, the other. But it's like, I'm just glad we're getting to where we're getting, like, longer days, more sun in the days, especially here, because we go for months with very little sun.
Yeah, it's brutal.
So it's like, bring it on and give us all we can get, basically, for a little bit. So it'll be nice for that. Like today, God, it was around 7:30, I think, when the sun went down. That was nice.
Yeah, it was real nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what kind of fucked me up is like Michelle got home from her little house. It was so nice. She's like, "Hey, how do you feel about like going on a Jeep ride?" I'm like, "Yeah, we can do that." And my clock's all fucked up on my Jeep still, so I'm like, "Oh, we got plenty of time," Yeah. Meanwhile, well, if I would have known, I was had to punch my laptop in the face 82 times before we could actually record.
Right.
I guess it wouldn't have mattered. But,
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. The salty language tradition of shit technology is alive and well.
Very. Yeah. I tell you.
I know, right? I wish I could understand. Well, I know what my problem is. This laptop's starting to get old.
Yeah, that's really what it is. Like, did I tell you? It was a few months ago, I got a thing from HP that was like, just so you know, basically the service cycle of your laptop is ended. And I'm like, this thing's only like 3 years old or 4 years old. Like, yeah, basically from this point on, it's like they won't service it. Like,
that seems like bullshit, man.
Yeah, like there's, obviously if you take it to a computer repair place, they might. But honestly, given the cost of laptops, they're likely to just be like, dude, just get a new one. Because like mine was $300, so.
Yeah, that's probably like.
Hell, an hour of labor is like $100.
Finally got access to my last W-2. Finally.
Yeah.
And if I get any tax money back, I don't know how it's going to work out, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll bite the bullet and get a new computer or something because this thing is just. It would be nice to have two, if I'm being honest. Like, I have one to just like do bare bones shit on.
Oh, you're a fancy man. Yeah.
Well, like, 'cause I would love to get back to doing the streaming like we were doing, and if I could have one just dedicated to stream.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like with mine is that like for us to do this, I've got the stuff open I've got on here, and sometimes it kind of lags because of that. It's like it would be nice if I could like record on one and then run the other stuff on another one, just so that.
Yeah, for sure, right?
Yeah, I'm sure there's smarter ways I could run things. Like put a bunch of shit on an external and. Run stuff that way, but whatever.
No, we're not big fancy men though.
Correct. As much as we'd like to be. Yeah.
I mean, I pretend I'm a big fancy man sometimes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't always work out for me.
Right. I hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot something else I did this week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Lay it on me, baby.
I went and it was weird. A few, what was it, weeks ago, month and a half, something like that. Like, I went to and registered or went to check to see where I'm supposed to vote, right?
Right.
And oddly enough, there was no record of me.
Really?
Yeah. And I called the clerk and they looked and she called like the next level up because they didn't so much have me in the system, and I voted in the 2016 election while I lived up here. So I was like, okay. And I'm like, well, maybe, and I we went over everything to make sure that like they didn't type in something wrong or I didn't,
Right.
Can't find me, because they just search basically by your soc,
Right.
So I was like, okay, so I was like, well, what? I'm like, I don't want to get in trouble because I know, like, if, you fake and whatever, like, you can go to jail for that kind of thing. So I don't want to, like, risk that. But she was like, there's no record of you in here. She's like, so you should be fine. And so she got me signed up, and then I waited. I didn't get anything in the mail telling me where to vote. And then I checked the other day and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do absentee because I'm not big on crowds, and
yeah, fair enough.
And whatever. So I'll just, and I know in Michigan, was it last year or something, they passed a law or they changed the law for absentee to where it used to be, you had to be like disabled over 60 or there was something else, basically like, you had to verify you weren't going to be in town kind of a thing in order to absentee vote. Now anyone can. So,
which is nice.
Yeah. So I think I probably could have gotten out of it anyway because of my anxiety and stuff. But, so I just went up to the office and, I was like, yeah, I want to, fill out the absentee ballot form to get the
thing. I want to do the thing.
I want to do the thing. Yeah. And she hands it to me, and, I fill the thing out. She hands me the actual ballot, and she's like, okay, well, it's due back by Tuesday. And she goes, or if you want, there's a room just to the left of here if you just want to fill it out and hand it right back to me. Because all you're doing is marking your presidential pick.
Right.
Like, you're not actually doing the other stuff. So I was like, oh, well, I'll just do it and hand it right back to you. There's no sense in coming back when all I have to do is
mark. Why would I want to come back?
Yeah, when all I'm doing is marking one box. So I went in the other room real quick for privacy reasons, and, not that it would have mattered. There was nobody in the building with me, so I literally could have just stood there and done it. And I really don't care.
Brian. It feels sweet to have a little booth,
right? And I don't care about the secrecy part of it. I don't give a shit if people know who I vote for. So anyway, so I do it. Turn around, hand it back in, and I asked the woman, I'm like, do I get a sticker? And she's like, she goes, no, we only give the stickers out or they only give them out at the, locations, the polling locations. And I'm like, well, that's stupid.
And should have just burned the building down.
Yeah. Who says I didn't? No. So I just, I was kind of laughing about it because I really don't care about the sticker, But when I got home, I don't know if you saw it or not, but I voted on a Post-it note and put it on my chest and took a selfie.
I did see that. I think I did.
So I was like, well, there we go. I voted. So,
you voted. That's all that matters.
Right. But man, I'll tell you what, woman asked me if I wanted my name put on the permanent, absentee ballot list, and I'm like, yep, because this was so easy. Yeah. So now, when it comes to the actual, in November for all the voting, I'll just get the absentee request thing sent to me, and then either send it back or you take it over there. Sorry for going local, folks, but it's on Jackman, right in between Bedford and that elementary school. The government building thing that's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there. So it's 10 minutes away, maybe. So,
fair enough then.
Yeah, pretty convenient. So
how convenient.
Yeah. So yeah, that's done. So, I'm not going to tell anybody how to vote, but, I do strongly encourage everyone to, do your research and, register and go vote.
Yeah, do it.
Do it. Or don't, whatever.
No, do it.
Yeah, good point. Tony's got a point there. You should do it.
Thank you.
Especially, if nothing else, at least go vote for your local stuff.
Yeah, for sure, right?
Right? I mean, there's some stuff out there, in our area and stuff that's, I saw Toledo's got a thing that they're trying to, where it's a bill that says it's for the roads, but I guess when you dig into it, it's not as much for the roads as it kind of pretends it is.
Right.
Only 40% of it goes to the roads, and, so, go learn yourself those kind of, things on your ballots, and make sure that, things you want to go through are going through, kind of a thing.
Yeah. Don't be a dick is what we're saying.
I mean, you can be a dick, but, vote.
but we'd rather you weren't.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. So you go. I forgot about that. And then, of course, this week, I forgot, too. I mean,
Goddamn, Brian. Suddenly you're everything's kicking in.
Yeah, well, I mean, you and I went out and, we had a time.
We did have a time, didn't we?
Yeah, because you were like, hey, we should, go grab something to eat. And it was funny because I'm all like, I'm not real hungry, whatever. And then we go to Stubborn Brothers for some za and some beers.
Zombies, bro.
And I'm, just crushed a couple of big old slices of za while we were there, because, god damn it, how could I not?
I mean, because it's Stubborn Brothers you have to.
Yeah.
I think it's a law and shit.
Yeah, I think so. But that was, when we were having ourselves a time, then all of a sudden we hear, check, and we're both like, because anytime you go to a bar or any sort of a place like this and you hear that noise, you're like, oh shit, what's coming? I kind of told it this way on The Crazy Life too, but it was because you don't know if it's karaoke, if it's a DJ, if it's live music, or trivia, as it turned out to be.
Exactly.
And I'm not sure what you usually root for there, because any of those things can be great or horrible.
I mean, you're not wrong, Brian.
Yeah. But yeah, it was funny. It turned out to be trivia, and, we both immediately agreed that, we didn't care for the guy running it. And, the guy who was helping him was even worse.
Oh, my God.
Old Mumbly Joe.
That's basically what he
Seriously.
sounded like. Bro, get that out of your throat.
Yeah. Definitely not a guy who seems super comfy on the microphone. Yeah.
He was comfortable on it because it was in his mouth.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it was.
Jesus.
He was swallowing it for sure.
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah. But it was kind of funny because we were like, we're not playing, kind of a thing. And then there was these two people to my left that ended up, as they were a team, just the two of them. And, a couple times I was like, psst, hey, we know the answer. So, Yeah,
because despite our looks, we're actually kind of knowledgeable and stuff.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes we pull it off.
Yeah. We had our moments, especially the movie category is, normally our strength. So
we killed the game on the movie category.
Yeah. But, it was kind of funny though, because, we certainly, for the most part, picked the right team to hitch our wagon to, because between, it was mostly them for the first couple rounds, and then we helped out a lot more in the last few, but they still got most of the stuff. I mean, it was like a 75-25 split at best.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah. And, but they were in first place every round. So it was, maybe not the first round. I don't remember, but most of the night at least, if not all the night. So, but unfortunately we didn't know international currencies and didn't so much
get you every time.
Yeah, right. Damn Rands from South Africa.
Yeah.
Man.
Get you every time.
Yeah. But, at least we walked out with full bellies. I had a piece of Zada Go, had a few beers.
Yeah.
Had a good time. They were fun to talk with.
It's funny with the Zada Go, now that you mentioned, is I watched some dopey video about like the most uncomfortable things ever designed. Because, YouTube's full of just weird shit.
Yeah.
And one of them was this like plastic triangle thing that you hang around your neck just to hold a slice of pizza.
Yeah, right.
That would have been perfect.
On, I think on The Office, I think Stanley had one.
Oh, there you go.
On him at one time. Either that or it was in his pocket. I can't remember. Is that or something? But yeah, I've seen those. But yeah, exactly. Because when I asked for something to take my gigantic slice of za home in, I got this, like, I don't know, it was basically like a tote bag with no handles.
Yeah, it was pretty silly.
It was a huge envelope.
Now, can I just say, too, that my first piece of pizza I ordered took what?
I don't know,
like
7
a half
years?
hour?
Yeah, a long time. I got 2 pieces in the time you got 1.
Yeah.
Which I still don't get. Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little miffed by that.
Yeah.
But
the worst part to me was that we saw other people getting the kind of pizza you ordered.
Yes, like when the one blonde chick comes by and, with white pizza or whatever, I'm like, hey, you got another slice for me or whatever. I asked her. She's like, oh, what? Is it in? Yes. Yeah. I think it was in probably before you were conceived.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That was a little rough for you because like I said, going in, I'm the one that's like, oh, I'm not that hungry, and you're like, I'm starving,
Yeah, like I was starving. I was like, well, I'm totally doing that PBR and a slice deal.
Yeah.
But first, I'm going to enjoy this beer just by itself.
Right.
That's what fucked me.
Yep. Should have put the pizza order in right then.
Yeah. No, yeah, those people were cool, and what I realized is we never got their names.
I know. I thought that too.
Ourselves.
Yeah.
They never introduced themselves.
Right. I mean, they did say, jokingly, but maybe not. They were like, we'll see you next week, right?
Yeah, they're like, man, we make a good team. You guys should come back next week. And we're like, yeah, and then okay. I think like the next day, I think I texted you like, we should go back. That was actually a lot of fun.
And I was like, ooh, twist my arm, pizza and beer, and trivia is fine and all, but pizza and beer.
Right.
Yep. Because if they have that special, I'll be doing the same thing.
If we see them, I'll be like, hey, you guys want to team up again?
Yeah.
By the way.
Right.
My name's Tony. That's Brian. We have an amazing podcast.
Right.
You should listen to it.
Worst case scenario, we just go have pizza and beer.
Yeah, I mean, either way, we're gonna have a good time.
I feel like we win either way. Yeah,
it is a win.
Really quick to cap off the other part of the story, we finished in third.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So unfortunately, there was a team with like half the bar on it that took first, I believe. And
yeah, that seemed kind of
there. And I'm not exaggerating. There had to be at least 15 people on that team.
Yeah, there was a lot of people on that team.
And I was like, wow. And the team we joined up with, it was just those two.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Which made their efforts even more respectable in my book because they didn't have everyone under the sun on their team.
For sure, right?
I always feel like the teams that have huge numbers should win because you should have enough balance there. I mean, I know that doesn't necessarily hold, but,
No, I agree with what you're saying.
I felt bad for that one guy with the free coat that, was all by himself trying to take on everybody.
Yeah, I didn't feel bad for him because when I went to go in and take a hard piss, he was just standing in the urinal talking on the phone.
Oh, yeah, there's that.
And I basically just screen defensed him out.
Yeah. Good move.
It's like, I'm pissing. I don't care if you're here or not.
Yeah, exactly. Like you either move or you're the urinal.
Yeah, basically. Like this is going down, buddy.
Right.
So yeah, besides that though, but yeah, I do enjoy that place. I kind of wish it was a little closer to home.
Mm-hmm.
But if it was a little closer to home, I feel like that'd be danger zone.
Yeah.
So maybe it's good that it's kind of not right by me.
Right. If we're gonna go, we should jump on their the Trivia Places Facebook page if we can find it, because they posted at least one question on there ahead of time. So.
Well, I mean, it starts at 7. If we, go like we're kind of kicking around the idea, we can, show up at like 6 like we did last time and hang out and.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a move because it was not long after we got there, and that there was a lot of people that showed up. Also, a lot of people left.
Bang it. Yeah. Well, those people don't know what's cool.
Well, I think that's what it was. I think it was just like you could tell like a bunch of people showed up because they're like, hey, we're here for trivia. That was probably just that one team showing up. And then a bunch of people were like, we're getting out of here because trivia.
Yeah.
So.
Jesus Christ, fuck these people.
Yeah. Which I don't blame them. I mean, we've been in both positions. So.
You're not wrong.
Because we've certainly been like, oh, God, this is going on. Like, like I said, oh, God, karaoke. Time to go.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Not always.
Yeah, it was a good time, though. They seemed like cool people. And after, like, it was the next day, I was thinking about the night before. I was like, fuck. I never found out who those people were.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah, what the hell's wrong with us, Brian?
It's funny because at one point I saw her phone lit up and I could see her name on it. But I don't know I don't remember it.
Whatever.
I didn't commit it to memory. So
I mean, it would be kind of weird if you're like, hey, see, whatever it's Susan. And she'd be like, how'd you know? We never introduced. Like, I was looking at your phone.
Like I'm just that good.
Yeah. I know where you live.
I found you on Facebook. Yeah.
You know that fourth bush by your driveway? I live in it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I had a good time.
Yeah, I did too.
I mean, even because it was more than anything, I was just like, I need to, it was more of an excuse to just hang out with you and have some beers, shoot the shit, have some pizza, and then it turned into trivia night.
Right. Well, that was the thing because it was like it absolutely had no intention. We had no intention of playing, but like when I heard that one question and I knew the answer was Battleship, and I remember saying to you like, if she doesn't know it, I'm going to tell her what it is. And I looked over and they certainly did not know it, and that's when I was like, "Say, do you know what it is?" Yeah. Yeah.
Being as quiet as you can.
Yeah, right.
No, I mean, I would have done the same, to be fair,
Right. Because,
Yeah.
Why not?
Because, I mean, I want to see people succeed, especially when there's only 2 of them against, like, half the bar, like you were saying.
Right.
Yeah. I want to watch it. I want to see these 2 people kick their ass.
I'm not going to lie. That was part of my theory, too, or my thinking was, like, I just don't want them to win because they've got everybody under the sun on their team, like, this is insane.
Yeah, for sure, right?
Like, how does this place not have some limit?
You would think. I'm trying to remember. Did they have a limit at the beer stube?
Yeah, 8 people.
8 people? Okay, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I'm kind of surprised and they don't have a limit there either.
Well, the other thing I don't get, I mean, I know you're doing it just for, bragging rights, blah, 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 but it's like when you get like 15 people, like, you're going to get like $1 a piece,
I don't even know what the prizes
I don't
were.
either. They didn't say. They just said, like, gift certificates. So I'm assuming, like most places on free ones, it's usually like, like the beer stubes one, which is usually like either 30-20 or, 20-15, something like that. So
right.
I was just assuming, but even if it's like $15, like I said, that team would only get like $1 a person. So
Yeah, you're right.
it's like, that's not
Weird.
even a beer. Yeah.
Very weird.
Like next week, I'd be like, all right, let's lose some of these losers.
Yeah, we gotta
Like,
cut the thin to herd a little.
I'd be sitting there keeping track of who answered how many questions, and next week I'm like, all right, this one, and this one, you're on your own team.
Yeah, you guys, you're out.
You're out. Yep.
Turns into like The Bachelor. You're starting to hand out roses.
Yeah. Like, sorry, you're out of here. They finally get it down to
sorry,
like 10.
You're out.
Oh, put out a torch.
Goddamn Survivor.
Get out of here.
You're out.
Or better yet, you just do, do the old thing with the broom. The, go and get.
Yes, that's exactly what you need to do.
Whacking the broom on the ground. That'll learn them.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
That would be amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, good times had by all though.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, man. I'm. It felt good to do something like that. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I mean, that was one of the things I've been telling Michelle. I'm like, we need to get back out and start doing stuff again.
Yeah.
Because it's just been like work, especially for her. And I feel bad for her because she's basically like working 2.5 jobs. It seems like real estate stuff she's been doing.
Trying to get that going. So, it's.
Yeah, which I mean, that's like she spent all day yesterday and Friday with her. Like people flew in from Arizona because they found her on the internet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so she's just been showing them houses all weekend, which is good because it sounds like we're going to buy one.
That's good, yeah.
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 But man.
Yeah, well, that's sure part of the gig, right?
Yeah, part of the gig.
Yeah. Huh.
Indeed.
Yep. Right.
Oh.
So you got anything else for the week, or are we moving into stuff like stories?
We can move into stuff.
All right. Did you see that Tito's basically had to come out and tell people not to use their vodka as hand sanitizer because it's not high enough alcohol?
What is wrong with people?
Like it won't kill. Yeah. Well, people are panicky.
Yeah, just put them in your face.
Yes, that's the appropriate way to handle it. Ah, man, people are so dang paranoid over all this stuff. That they're just hoarding everything. And I saw a great tweet that mentioned like, hey, dum-dums, like, in order for everyone to have clean hands, everyone needs to be able to get soap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right, man.
Yeah. I saw one that was like, wow, because there's a guy that talks about how he has, I believe, like a breathing tube. And, when the nurses come to clean it, they need the hand sanitizer so that when they touch the tube, they're not contaminating his tube and putting germs directly in him, basically.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and he's like, so if there's a shortage of this literally could kill me, versus, for most people, they're just hoarding it because they're paranoid.
It's
So,
guess what, bro? People don't care about your feeding tube.
No, they don't. People, survival of the fittest, basically, is the way they'll look at it.
It's kind of sad, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Or like
Yeah.
you said, mentioned earlier, the freaking, you got people like fist fighting over toilet paper. It's like, geez, I'm crow. I saw a thing. Right? I jumped on Kroger's website tonight to reorder some medicine of mine, and there's a banner at the very top that's like, "Hey, we're imposing limits on, anything related to the, flu type stuff." So
it's just insane.
But I'm glad they're doing it, because it's like I saw they were showing on the news the other night. They were showing inside a Costco. And they were, and at one point I hear this woman go, "The line for toilet paper starts over here." And it's way away from where the toilet paper was. And I was like, is this a Nintendo Switch at Christmas? What, it's like, this is the way it seems. It's like,
God damn it, people.
Yeah.
God damn it, people.
I know, right? It's like, settle down. Like, jeez.
I don't know. It just bugs me.
Yeah.
This whole thing bothers me. And it's not like I get the whole, it's the coronavirus. Everyone's freaking out. It could be a pandemic. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But when people act like complete animals and savages.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I can understand, like, if you want to buy a little extra toilet paper, sure. Buy an extra 24-pack or whatever. That, you'll probably be okay. Buy an extra pack of tissues or two or some paper towels, whatever. Sure. But the ones where it's like, you've seen these pictures of these people, like, they're at Costco and they've got like 19 12-packs of like Lysol wipes. It's like, okay, calm down. Like, what are you
exactly
doing?
Right.
But I also really felt like the stores, they won't, but I felt like the stores should have kind of got out front of that a little bit and limited some people, especially like Costco, where they've, like everything you buy there's in these giant packs anyway. So it's like, do you really need 17 of them?
Absolutely, Brian. Absolutely.
I guess. I don't know. It's so weird to me.
It is.
Yeah.
It's weird to me as well.
Yeah. I mean,
it's just like,
I kind of get it, but it's like, look, if we get it and we're sitting there going, God damn it, we're out of toilet paper, and we're just looking around for anything, like, well, I can keep hosing the cat off, so that'll work. And, whatever you got to use,
Get over here.
Cat's like, fuck you, not again.
I got tuna.
I guess if you need it. But it's like, man, a couple of years ago, I had a really bad flu. Like, sorry for the graphic nature, but like both ends,
go, guys.
Both ends flew for like 2 weeks of that. And now I didn't have any respiratory issues, but I was running a fever. I couldn't stay out of the bathroom, basically. I couldn't keep anything in me, And it's like, and still, we didn't run out of toilet paper. All three of us in this house had it, and we didn't run out of toilet paper. It wasn't even close,
Shocking.
Yeah, and they're saying that this is, for most people, the symptoms are not, like, incredible. Like, it's a mild flu, basically, is what most people are getting from. Now, granted, things can change, like Italy today, when they were like, oh yeah, by the way, like, 140 people or whatever died today alone, basically. It's like,
don't mind us.
Yeah. It's scary, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
don't get me wrong. If we go to the store, we'll grab a little extra stuff. If there's any available, I don't even know. I haven't been to the store, so probably isn't any available, but
probably not.
I know there's no hand sanitizer around. I've been in various stores, and not that I was looking for it to buy it, actually. I just looked out of curiosity, and they were completely cleaned out. So it's like, well, people are either hoarding it or they were trying to sell it on Amazon,
Yeah, or both.
Or both. Yeah, right? Yeah.
'Cause savages.
Yep. So... And we've got plenty of hand soap here, so I'm not worried about it for the moment. I mean, hopefully it stays away from us, but, who knows?
I mean, if it doesn't, it doesn't. Yeah.
But going back to Tito's, don't try using booze to make a homemade hand sanitizer. Seriously.
Yeah, please.
Just use hand soap and wash your hands.
Yeah. Use the booze for your Bloody Marys.
Exactly. Apply directly to your face.
directly to the face.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ugh.
I saw a family
God.
I was at Panda Express the other day, and there was
Panda. Sorry.
there was a family of 4, wife or husband, 2 kids, and they all had masks on, and and before they left,
Did you yell out ninja attack and go diving for cover?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I want to go over there and just be like, but
Right.
come on, settle down. Who knows? Maybe they have an immune system issues or whatever, but if so, probably eating in is the wrong move.
Right.
Like, get your food to go, or
just
whatever.
cook at home.
Yeah,
like normal people.
I guess, but you
I
can't
guess that's
get
really
that.
not as normal as it should be.
Yeah, you got to get that orange chicken, son.
Get that orange chicken.
Some firecracker scrimps.
Actually, that sounds pretty good.
They sold a lot of that while I was there, and it's a premium one. It costs extra, but
premium, you say,
Premium,
Brian? Well, as we discussed earlier, I'm a premium kind of guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
The last time I was there, the woman ordered the firecracker shrimp, and the guy scrimps. Yeah, the guy was like, he's like, just so you know, that's like $1.25 extra, and she goes, well, the good things cost more.
I mean, I accept that.
I want that privilege, though. Like, I know it's only $1.25, but I just want to have that. I like that feeling of privilege that she has.
Yeah, that is great to hear people say stuff like that and stuff like, how dare you?
Yeah.
I want to talk to your district manager about my orange chicken being 50 cents more or whatever.
No, orange chicken's a standard dish.
Well, whatever the fuck it is. The fact that she's like, well, the good things cost more. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. It was like she had the best attitude about it. It was just like, okay, hey, whatever, if you got that, premium entree money, I mean, get after it,
Get on it. Kemosabe, jump on it.
Meanwhile, we're out here rolling without double cheese money, so.
Fuck, yeah, I know. What's wrong with us? What are we, idiots?
Yes. Yeah. So anyway, so what do you got? I thought you had something.
Are you talking like news stories and shit?
Yeah.
I don't have dick, bro.
Oh, I thought you had. I thought you said you found a couple. All right.
No, I was looking. I didn't find shit.
All right. Well, I only have one more, and then we can get into the other stuffs here.
Let's do it.
So I don't know if you saw William Shatner got divorced, and apparently it got pretty ugly. And him and his now ex-wife came to a settlement on Tuesday. And People reports that the 88-year-old Star Trek actor won 2 horses with extremely ridiculous names. Renaissance Man's Medici and Powder River Shirley. In the settlement, along with the pony package came, quote, all the horse semen, end quote, and equipment used for horse breeding per court documents.
All the horse semen.
All the horse semen. Now, I fully understand that is it's a very valuable asset, because obviously, breeding and horses, if you have any sort of
cocktails.
So it's
naturally,
you want that, but it's just kind of a funny that you just picture he's just pumping his fist, because he's like, yeah, we got the jizz.
Got the jizz.
Or better yet, his lawyer calls him, Bill, got good news.
I got some great news for you, Bill. We got the jizz.
We got all of it.
Not all, we're not some of it. All of it.
My favorite part is that I'm mimicking talking into the phone, even though we're doing a podcast.
Yeah, well, for sure. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, congratulations to William Shatner.
Got the jizz.
Yep.
That is something.
Yep.
So I didn't realize that he was. I mean,
apparently his wife got the house. So,
but he got the jizz.
He got the jizz. Yeah,
he can build a house off the jizz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he'll do okay money wise.
Yeah, I think he's doing fine.
I think he'll be fine. Yeah.
I agree.
Man.
I just, that must have been something fucked up. You think you hit in your late 80s, you're like, I'm just not doing this anymore. I'm just stick with it till I die. So
Yeah.
it must have been really jacked up, whatever was going on.
Yeah. I was kind of looking to see if there was any other, fun stuff in there, but it looks like the wife got a couple of their other horses. Looks like they each got 2 horses, essentially. She was also granted visitation rights with the horses she lost. So.
Okay.
Yeah. She'll also get to visit all the graves of her first husband, as well as several horses that are buried on Shatner's property.
What? Her first husband and their horses?
Yeah. Oh my!
What I just heard?
You did. I didn't catch that before. I saw the horses. I completely skimmed right past the first husband too. Like,
what?
So many questions there, right? Like, did she meet up with Shatner and then be like, I just got this corpse laying around. I need somewhere to bury it. It's my first husband.
Confused.
And he's like, I got you, boo. I got plenty of yard.
Have you seen the Shatner estate?
Yeah.
I already have bodies in there.
Yeah. I call it damn it, I can't even say it. Shatnadu.
Yes. Shatnadu.
As long as you understand, I said Shatnadu.
Well, yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
but I got the Shandu head of my head.
All right, I just want to make sure. Oh my god! Like, I want to know how the hell that came to be, though. Because I'm assuming, unless maybe they were split and dude died, and Shatner was just like, "Fuck it, I got a cemetery on the property. Go ahead and throw his ass in there." Like
bitch, I'll tell you what, I will save you some money. But first, you're gonna take this Enterprise dick.
Oh man, I really want to know the answer to this now, because that's puzzling. The horses I get, a lot of people bury their animals, in their own yard. Horses obviously are bigger, but he's got a lot of yard, so
I'm sure he's got a lot of yard.
Yeah, so it's fine, Yeah,
that is crazy. And ex-husband.
Yeah. Huh. Well, good thing. I don't know. In this article, it didn't say. I don't think it said she got the house, but I swear I read before that she got the house. But maybe it's another house, because he's probably got like 12, 13 houses.
I'm sure. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't see it on there anywhere. But yeah. So maybe she got like a summer house or something like that, and. But she gets to come to Shatnadu once in a while and visit the horses and her dead ex-husband.
Dead. Yeah, that's just so. How old was she? Do you have any of that information?
They were married 18 years. That's all I can find. Elizabeth.
So she's probably 21.
I don't know. Good question. It doesn't. I don't see there. Let's find out.
Wife.
Oh, you're hitting it already.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's why we need a producer.
I know,
Gage.
Right? Can you imagine?
She looks like a big bitch.
Can you imagine being the person who has to look up shit for us?
Yeah, I know, right?
The random
you want to say no wonder my computer's dying. All these weird links I look up.
Right.
And the porn.
Yeah.
So let's see here. She's 59.
That's quite a bit younger than him, because he's, what is he,
88.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, duh, it's right there.
Yeah, so, wow, yeah. So she was like 41 when they got married, and he was,
I don't know, like 100?
70?
Yeah. It's pretty close.
I think she's going for that Star Trek money. What do you think?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Actually, if they're married 18 years, that's a long time.
Yeah. Not to mention, she's not getting prime Captain Kirk dick. She's getting, like, this stage of his career, William Shatner.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's like, crunching up Blue Chews and snorting over,
yeah,
hoping
it's
for
like
the best.
I really feel like she put in some work. Like
Right, yeah.
I feel like she deserves the house and a couple of horses and visitation.
Yeah, it's true. It's
yeah.
true.
Oh man, good times.
Fucking good old Shatner.
Well, congratulations to both of them for for what they won. Shit.
I mean, I guess, right?
Oh my goodness. Well, at least it didn't get ugly.
True.
Can you imagine though having to be the judge? I mean, not that other judges haven't had to do this, but you've got to decide who gets the jizz.
Yeah, that.
Like the judges going down the list of, because, well, how you have to list everything, right?
Yeah,
You
for
picture
sure.
the judges, okay, house, right? Visitation, okay, that's normal. SUV, sure,
Makes sense.
Horse
yes.
jizz, sure, right?
Yeah, wait, jizz?
Yeah. Is this supposed to say jazz?
Yeah. Was there a typo on it? I don't understand.
Yeah. No?
I mean, clearly they're not fighting over jizz, right?
I'm gonna need you both to approach the bench real quick.
Yeah,
Just the lawyers.
Here now.
Yeah, like what the fuck is going on here? Jizz?
Like seriously, guys?
Like, sir,
jizz?
it's very valuable. Like they can breed horses. Well, I know that, but all right, fine.
Yeah, but still,
yeah.
jizz? Really?
All right. Okay. Back to your. Oh man. It did say that, like in the bottom, they were talking about some random other shit that people have gotten in divorce settlements. It says Stephanie Gonis, the ex-wife of the Black Keys' Dan Auerbach, walked away with a Toyota Highlander and some of Bob Dylan's hair in their 2013 divorce.
What?
One can only hope Bob Dylan was in the room and she just grabbed a hold of his hair and just tore some out and ran. But for some reason, apparently Dan Auerbach had some of Bob Dylan's hair.
All right.
I hope it was from his head.
Yeah, I hope so too.
I hope it wasn't like, left shoulder / back hair or something, or worse. Or his towel from the gym, as we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, for sure, right?
Ooh, yikes. Where is it? David Hasselhoff got to keep his nickname The Hoff and the catchphrase "Don't hassle the Hoff" in his.
Why would that be anything you'd have to fight for?
Right. It also feels like he should get that because,
he's the Hoff.
What is like the ex-wife going to go on tour and, I mean, I guess she could write a book about, hassling the Hoff and whatever. So
hi-oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah. It says an elite document from 2007 claimed Denise Richards requested some of Charlie Sheen's sperm for artificial insemination, though she later alleged the email was doctored.
I mean, good luck with the AIDS, I guess. You want some of that.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Might have been before that. I don't know.
Who knows?
Ugh. All right. Well, that's a good situation to end on.
That was something, wasn't it?
Let's just, Shatner gets a happy ending at the end of this. So,
hey-o.
Not really.
Yeah.
No. All right, let's move to, well, you said you don't have anything else. So, yeah.
I ain't got shit but dumb comments.
We ain't found shit.
Yeah, we ain't found. Yeah, the only thing I have is my one email ready for you with my link to the Toledo Zeros.
All right, so let's move into the I forgot what it's called. Our song of the question of the week.
Oh, the old song cue of the W.
Indeedly doodly.
All right. Let's do it.
All right. Last week we asked the question that I don't remember. Oh, a song with a name in it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me pull up my. I can't reach. All right. Let me pull up my Spotify here so I can add to the Song QW playlist, which, I mean, why don't you all subscribe to it? Do you like music? Do you like silly nonsense and goofiness?
Clearly you don't, or you'd listen to this podcast. Wait.
It's like we got 3 people that like it, though. That's 3 people subscribe to our playlist.
Well, we know who 2 of them are.
For sure. I don't know who the third one is.
Reveal yourself.
Yeah.
It's Shatner.
Shit, that'd be sick.
Yeah. All right. What you got?
I got one lonely answer on face page, but it looks like it was Hobie to shit, which is fine.
That's fine. So it must be from Dev.
Yes. Ding, ding, ding. Winner. I do believe in our kick group, he said he is going to officially be the grandpa poll of the week every time. I do believe.
Nice.
Yeah. Because it was weird. For some reason, I saw like you and our buddy Garrett chatting.
Yes.
I was like, oh, what's this conversation about? And then I had all these things that happened in that group that I was never notified about.
Yeah.
Like, oh, thanks, Twitter app. You're amazing.
I just was thinking about that. That's actually why I just picked my phone up, because I was going to look to see if I could find what Garrett said, because I think he answered it in the group. So.
But so what we got here is Dev says, first song that came to my mind, not in a grandpa poll, was I Don't Mind by Usher.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But then, featuring Juicy J, by the way. But it says, for the grandpa poll, I had two come to mind. Susie Q by Dale Hawkins, my bad. Have to look up on Spotify under the artist name. Thank you. Or Johnny Be Good by Chuck Berry.
Nice.
So yeah, we got a couple grandpa polls there.
All right.
This is sweet.
Can we not?
This playlist is getting so nonsensical. I love it.
All right, so we talked about naked old men. We talked about Shatner and horse jizz, and now you're bringing up old man pulls.
Yeah, I mean, even I'm sure old guys pull their thing every so often.
Staying on brand, aren't we?
Staying on brand. That's what we do. But that's all I got on the face page area of things.
What?
I know, right? So it's a low answer week over here on the face pages.
It was all around. Over on since we were speaking to Garrett, he mentioned he said, I think this week it has to be Rasputin. But he didn't say, but that's all he said. So
I'm gonna go by Boney M. It's the only Rasputin that came up.
Yeah. Well, if it isn't the right one, it is now.
Yep, that's what's been added, yo.
Which is great because I have not heard that I know of. So, yeah, if I ever listen to the playlist myself.
You should, Ryan. It's terrific.
I should. I will at some point. I think I have it. Oh, you know what? That third one might be me, actually.
Oh,
I may have subscribed to it. I don't remember, though. Why would I, right? All right, over on Twitter, our friend Mr. Jackal said King Diamond, Abigail.
Abigail.
No one said Beth by Kiss?
I thought about that, but I'm like, I don't want to put Kiss on this playlist.
Yeah, amen. Fuck Gene Simmons. I mean, don't, but he can go fuck himself.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah, I should. Did we post this on Instagram? I don't even know.
I
feel so out of a loop this week for some reason.
I usually do, but I don't remember if I did this week. I may not have. All right, so emails from Cheeto Bandito. We have.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
What?
Oh, we did. You did post it on the Instas, Brian.
Oh, you have answers?
I got our homie Philip.
All right.
He says Julia by Mount Joy.
All right. Hurrah, we have another answer.
Oh, I'm glad I looked.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Philip. Thank you for being a stand-up dude.
Right. All right. Cheeto Bandito says, song that mentions someone's name, Don't Blow It, Cage by Tenacious D. Good pick. And a Hobie pick.
Oh, shit. Of course there's a Hobie pick. Everyone loves a good Hobie pick.
Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yep. Says, while I'm not a diehard sports guy, I am a mountaineer. Hashtag eat shit pit. The shit pit sounds like a restaurant I do not want to eat at.
No, that's
the
worst place ever.
Or is the greatest greasy spoon ever.
It could go either way.
Right? Now I kind of want to open a greasy spoon and call it the shit pit.
The shit pit.
Like, what do you have here? A bunch of shit.
Yeah, just shit.
Just so much fun
shit
with that.
Everywhere.
Just shit sandwiches. Shit on a shingle.
Shit pit.
Yep. All right. And Fluffy Bunny Ash says for this week's, she says for the benefit of Mr. Kite, which is her favorite Beatles song.
Fair enough.
And she has a couple answers from previous weeks since she wasn't able to answer them due to life being crazy. Yeah. The song that mentions baby was Hit Me Baby One More Time by Britney Spears.
Right.
And for the mother one, she says she'll go with My Guitar Wants to Kill Your Mama by the Mothers of Invention for a double mother pick.
Wait a minute.
What?
Hit Me Baby One More Time by Britney Spears is not in Spotify.
Really?
Yeah.
Is
Weird.
her catalog not in there? Like, just type in Britney Spears and see if anything comes up.
Yeah, now I'm like, whoa, what's up, Britney?
Yeah.
Britney Spears, there she is. Oh, it's just Baby One More Time.
Oh, yeah, sorry. That's my fault.
Okay. All right, so
Oopsies.
who got that one? I'm sorry, what was that second one she said? I was blown away. I couldn't find that song.
I'll go with it's My Guitar Wants to Kill Your Mama by the Mothers of Invention.
Wow, I kind of want to hear that right there. I love the name of that song.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
a little more aggressive than, a guitar gently weeping.
Yeah, right. Right.
Yep. All right. That is all the ones I have, the recaps. So now, this week's prompt from the Game That Song deck, which, you can go check them out at Game That Song on pretty much every social media and, find links to buy a copy for yourself. I think I have it in the show notes too. So
I do believe you do, Brian.
This week's is a song to play that you could listen to on repeat. And keep in mind, we already have that Britney Spears song on there.
Naturally. God damn it. What else are we going to pick then?
It reminds me of, did you ever see the episode of the Sarah Silverman show where, what's his name? Brian Posehn, I think it is, like one of them, either him or Steve Agee, one of them, they act like they're listening, or it's Brian Posehn, because he acts like he's listening to metal all the time when he goes out for a run. And then toward the end of the show, the other Steve Agee, finds out that actually all he does is listen to Two Princes by Spin Doctors.
I have not seen that.
And that's the only song on his iPod.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a great episode. Because he's always like, yeah, metal, and then, it turns out to be that song.
That song.
Yeah.
A song that I could just listen to on repeat, huh?
Yep.
Oh, shit. Oh, man.
It's really tough for me because I'm not really sure I definitely have one. Like, after a couple listens, I'm like, yeah, all right, I need something else.
Yeah, that's how I am, too. That's I'm trying to think of something that's kind of like mixes it up throughout the song, maybe.
Right?
This is where if I was like a Fish fan, I'd be like, oh, Fish from fucking Tucson, 89.
Right. But not on Saturday, the Sunday one.
No, the Sunday set, man.
It was
Sunday set.
It was 5 hours longer. Man, I don't know. This is a tough one for me.
Yeah, this is a tough one for me too. You know what? I should go because there's got to be. Isn't there a way on Spotify to see what you played the most?
Maybe. Yeah, there probably is. I know there is on iTunes, but I can't so much pull that up because I don't want to open yet another program while we're.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm just trying to think of just something that I play a lot, and
I mean, mine's been so like different lately because work. I got this nice Bluetooth speaker now, and so I'm like certain days I'm like, hey man, it's gonna be fucking James Brown Thursday, and we just listen to James Brown all day.
Right? Sure, why not?
So it's like I don't really have. I'm trying to think of something I can just listen to on repeat, bro.
All right.
God.
Well, even let's go it this way. Like, what's a song that you, if I said, what song do you think you've played the most? Can you come up with that? That I think I can come up with a little easier.
I guess lately, it would probably have to be the Choreographer by Action Bronson, just because I love the beat and the energy the music has.
That's fair, yeah.
I can listen to that a lot.
Okay. Mine would probably be shit, I can't think now. Down in a Hole by Alice in Chains from the Unplugged album.
Yeah, all right.
But it has to be the Unplugged album. Which I know I'm pretty sure is on Spotify. If not, the other I guess will work. But I'm just going to go with that because there's been times where I have listened to that.
It was in there.
All right, figured so. Because I know I've played that a lot. Listening to
there's a reason I bought that vinyl. So
yeah. Yep. So that's what I'm going to go with. I don't really have like a Hobie one on this one because even like I love Metallica, but I can't think of one Metallica song that I'd be like, dude, I'm going to listen to it 25 times. You know?
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, maybe Walk by Pantera, only because it just really amps me up.
I mean, yeah, you'll have that too, right?
But even then, after a few times, I mean, I'm redlining then, so, it's not going to pump me up anymore, so I'd probably be good then, so. I guess it depends on how many, it doesn't say all day on repeat, it just says on repeat, so, it could be a couple, 3 times or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But even then, I really I've never really been one to do that. Like like when we get like a new album or something to listen to, it's like I'd listen to the whole thing, maybe then go back and play some, but even then I wouldn't just go back and play one song over and over and over. I just never been that person. I want that variety. Hell, I don't even
know, same here.
I don't even generally listen to, like, I put my whole iTunes catalog on shuffle when I listen to music most of the time.
Right.
So I don't even necessarily listen to the same genre 2 times in a row.
That's really my main problem with Spotify is unless there's something specific you want to listen to, it kind of curates the same shit over and over for you.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah.
It's like, oh, here's your daily mix number 5. Like sick. And you're like, oh, these are all the songs I've been listening to all month.
Yeah. Yeah. That was my issue with Pandora, too, when I used to use Pandora, was that when I would just, like, if you liked songs, I noticed that that's basically all it played. And I was like, but I want to hear new stuff mixed in. Like, maybe 3 out of 5 should be old, but give me some other stuff, too. And most of what you're giving me is, what I've already liked. And so I went through, and as songs were popping back up, I was like unliking songs just to screw with the algorithm, basically, because I was trying to get other stuff in there. So, yeah. So, all right. This is a tough one. I'm curious to see what songs are out there that people are willing to play over and over again, like Cotton Eye Joe or, Hamster Dance or something. Or I forget what's it called, The Decline or something like that from NoFX. It's like 18 minutes or something like that.
Well, I was actually trying to think of something like that.
Yeah,
that was like a long song that kind of mixed up different styles throughout the song to just keep it interesting.
Yeah, I mean, like Welcome Home Sanitarium by Metallica might be the closest, I think, Metallica song for me, because it does kind of get, it's slow, then it builds, and so. But even then, like I said, I only want to hear it a few times. I'm like, okay, let's listen to another song.
Yeah. Well, that's enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Word,
dog.
All right. So there you go. Once again, a song to play that you could listen to on repeat.
Yeah. So, like, let us know what you want and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you don't answer, it's all like,
McClunky.
Yeah.
Indeed. And we certainly don't want that.
We don't want McClunky.
Mm-mm. All right. Well, I guess, with that, as always, head over to saltylanguage.com, click all the links, and, listen to all the episodes. The old episodes, all the past enthusiasts we've done. You can also check out links to the networks we're part of, such as the Tangibound Network, and...
Oh, there it is.
Danger! Watch your back! Danger!
Entertainment. So go check those out. Find some other shows that you might dig.
Dig it.
Calm down. Oh yeah, that was something I didn't mention on here. Do you remember the Vice thing they did last year called Dark Side of the Ring?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
for
did
sure.
you see the first episode of the new season's going to be on Chris Benoit?
Oh boy,
that should be a hell of a watch. Cause
oh boy,
what a fucked up story that turned out to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, in the event that anyone listening's a wrestling fan and didn't know that they're doing a second season, I guess they've got them. I think they're all taped, and I don't remember when they debut, but whatever. So I'm pretty excited to watch those. They did a great job on the first season. So
right.
I wish it was on I wish it was on something I could pull up like on my PS4 or whatever, Like I wish I didn't have to sit at my computer to watch it, because I don't know, maybe it's on if Vice, I'm sure they have an app. Maybe it's on their app or something. I don't know, but
yeah, it might be. I mean, it's worth looking into at least.
Yeah, I never bothered, because if so, I could always throw it to my TV through my Apple TV. So
Truth,
that would work. But anywho, no one cares. And anyway, but if you're into that, definitely check it out. I'll see if I can find a link or something and throw that in the show notes. Anyway, check out all the things as we've said. If you want to contact the show, you can find us on Twitter at salty_language. You can find me at Stunami.
You can find me at Monotony. And of course, we're on the Instagrams, we're on the face page, we're not on the Pinterest, we're on the Snapchats, although I really feel like that's dying.
Mm-hmm.
And, reach on out to us, especially answer our SQ to W.
Yeah. So, and, you can also check me out over on The Crazy Life if you'd like. So, come give us a listen. Maybe you'll enjoy yourself.
Come give us a little taint tickle of listening.
Exactly. All right. I think, that's good enough. All the links are in the show notes or on the website if you need them. So if we miss something, they're available, or you can just, contact us on the Twitters or whatever. And, I guess so. Until next time, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Stay salty, people.
Yeah. And I mean, I've always been a fan of telling people to wash their ass, but, given current events, make sure you're washing your hands. Like, seriously, up your hand washing.
Yeah. And don't touch your face.
And make sure you're washing your hands long enough. That's
touch
kind of
other people's faces.
Yes. I actually had that conversation with someone earlier. I was like, I don't remember the CDC saying not to touch other people's faces.
Yeah, exactly.
So I gently caress everyone's face now. Not my own, though.
Mm-hmm.
Not my own.
Yeah. Gently yet aggressively.
Well, of course. All right. We will, we'll be back next week for the big, whopping, fantastic, horrifical 450th episode of Salty Language.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, we got so much stuff planned.
And in the meantime, Tony will be taking a long nap.
Oh my God, dude. I know it's like time moves and stuff, but I'm beat.
Yeah. All right. Well, night-night, kids. I've been Brian.
And we're still babbling. What are we doing?
I know. I'm just seeing how long.
Shut her down.
All right, fine. We're done. Cut.